this one going. T1 versus KT. KT looked really good yesterday, and I said that if they play like that, they can beat the top team. So we'll see if they can do that today. As we get into this one, Swain, Seraphine, Tom Kench, all of those very popular Red 1, Red 2. Wukong, Kalista, Zeri, again, all those popular Blue 1. It seems that drafting now compared to like when there were 3 bans. Well, I mean, at one point it was more about meta, but it seemed. I mean, no, I shouldn't say, but it's about like it's not just meta of the draft in general. It's like meta specifically for like Blue 1 and then Red 1, Red 2. Like it seems like the first 3 bans define or just specifically targeted towards those priorities, which I guess makes sense because if you're prioritizing them, they're meta, and if they're meta, they're strong, and if they're strong, you're banning them. But still, stuff like the what am I trying to think of? Well, no, Azir is banned sometimes. I shouldn't say that. Gifting subs. Leon, I don't stream enough for you to be gifting subs. You need to refund it. I don't stream enough. Why are you putting pressure on? I'm gonna have to stream more. This is ridiculous. Oh, wait. I started this before I even talked about the draft. No. Anyways, let's get into this. Azir, Blue 1, is... I feel like it's too easy to counterpick to pick here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an Ornn mid. Why is Ornn mid being played so much? You know what, actually, it makes sense. And I think I've talked about it before, where, like, if you take the Ornn mid, you have that ult pressure all across the entire map instead of just topside. You can take it anywhere. You can take it to gank bot, you take it to contest dragon, and then, like you had it topside, you can use the top lane, herald, jungle, you can use it anywhere. But yeah, we see Azir. I think Ornn is not good and is going to have a really hard time against Azir. That's going to be a really painful matchup. And then Ezreal, safe blind pick. I don't think, like, you can't really counter pick Ezreal. You can pick things that do well into him, but nothing that like it's gonna hard counter him, right? At least not in a competitive sense, like at this level of play. The only thing that can counter Ezreal is a bad Ezreal player. And then Nautilus Gnar picked up. Alistar is a good response pick to Nautilus. Good counter engage. I've talked about with Alistar, it feels like Rakan, for example, right? Like Alistar needs 2 abilities for what Rakan can do in 1, and Rakan can do it at a longer range. But at the same time, you can do really neat things with Alistar. Like if an ADC's like if you get a good flank on somebody, you Q them, W them into your team, or if someone's on your ADC and you Q them and then W them away. And you wouldn't be able to do stuff like that if you're playing like Rakan, for example. You'd be able to peel with Rakan, but not as effectively as Alistar can do it. And that's why that's why people have picked him over stuff like that, is because it's kind of the duality of both engaging and peeling for your ADC. Graves, Gangplank, Aphelios, Strundle. I really like this Kindred pick. I think it's gonna throw T1 off. I don't know if they've played how much they've played against it, but the thing is, Kindred at this level of play is like the same as Kayn. It's just way too easy to play against with communication. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but we'll see how well it goes. If they can, usually if you have Kindred, you want winning lanes, and like this is not a winning lane. This, it could be winning, it could be losing, it depends. And then like this is not a hard winning lane. I don't feel like the lanes are strong enough to pick the Kindred here, but we'll see. And also picking it blind is very bold. I think it's an interesting pick. I don't think it's a good one. But let's get into it. First, runes. We'll pause here. Fleet Conqueror. I like this. No, I don't. I used to like the lethal tempo on Kindred, and then I tried PTA, and I was like, man, PTA feels so good with the E. But also at the same time, it's going to be hard to get stacks, so Lethal tempo, I guess, not that bad if you're planning to play behind with the mark stacks. Also, I mean, if you can get stacks, that the stack range buff plus the lethal tempo buff range, or range buff, I should say, is very nice. Conqueror on the Azir seems to be what everybody's taking. I mean, nothing else is really good on him. Unsealed Spellbook, Conqueror, Ezreal. It really just whatever. I feel like Ezreal runes at this point. It's just whatever feels best. I don't think there's a better or worse. I just think if you feel like Conqueror is better for you, if you can land a lot of your skill shots, then sure, take it. If you like the PTA in lane, sure, take it. If you like the first strike so that you can scale more easily, sure, take it. Doesn't matter. I feel like the pilot matters more. I missed pilot, but I also don't. But the pilot of the champion matters more than what the runes that they're taking. And yeah, Pogue Zaya again is disgusting. I hate it, especially with this comp. Why would you be picking Pogue Zaya? Pick Team Fight Zaya. I hate it so much. I like how they do this at the start, seeing all three lanes and how they're starting off. Man, Rebel is just not afraid of of the Nautilus pressure. Nautilus is like threatening. He's walking up in that brush, and Rebel is just knows it's not a threat. Level 1 Zaya is not yet a threat, but level 2 they have to respect, and they did lose to level 2. I wonder if Kindred's going to come down and gank Forest now that he's spotted there. He's taking too long, though. Yeah. No, well, he couldn't. He decided not to gank anyway. Yeah, it has yeah, exactly. It doesn't do what the comp wants to do. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's I don't understand why you would pick it with this. Like you have so many good team fighting tools, and you're going poke with your team having like one poke ability that's not even good. the volley bear poke. No, he could be going AP. You did take press the attack, but I think you always take press the attack, tank or AP. Personally, I like running at people fast, so I take predator always. I always agree with my team. Uh, wait, where was the first mark? Did it show? Oh, it was down there. Okay, so Punks was on the wrong side of the map for it, unfortunately. But something he does do, which I do see a lot of Kindreds do, which I should be seeing. Well, actually, no. I see. I see anytime I play against a good Kindred, they do it. But if I play against a bad Kindred, they don't do it. They're walking here in anticipation of the stack respawning. They put the ward there. Oh, never mind. Kindred's not doing what I thought she was going to do. I thought she was going to go back and try to contest it. At the same time, though, like if you look at top lane, mid lane, well, mid lane kind of, but if you look at top lane, Nara is really pushing that in, so it's going to be really difficult to get any invades off. That's why I didn't really like this Kindred pick. You don't have the priorities to make this work. Like you don't have the lane priorities. You have losing lanes. I talked about this in draft. And I don't know about ganking Azir. Yeah, he's just gonna just shuffle away every time. There's this one Korean Azir player that I wish streamed. He plays like 2,000 games of Azir every year, and his mechanics are so insane. But he can't play any other champion. And even at Azir, he's like a grandmaster master level. Kindred with no prio is my solo queue jungler specialty. Yeah. Blind picking Kindred with weak lanes on your team, and then they pick a volley bear or something that can stop your invades, like a volley bear, and then you just you suffer. That's why I don't. That's why I didn't like Kindred as a blind pick. It was very weird. I feel like Punks who just played it in solo queue someone was like, yeah, let's pick it on stage. But there's good potential, especially if you're like good at the 50-50 smite plays. You can get some big cheese in with Kindred. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful to see this. Look at this. Beautiful. This is also why Ezreal's really good. He has that, like, stuff like Ezreal, stuff like Jinx, right? Stuff like Ashe. You can just stay bot and you're technically still kind of present because all you really have to do is just throw the ult here and it's probably going to hit somebody. And you get to stay bot, get the CS, get the XP. I really think KT should just hand this though. I don't think they can fight it. There goes Ezreal ultimate. Gonna hit a grand total of 2 people. Just gotta be grinding Smiter, you know? That's all I do in Q. I just play Smiter, you know? Even if I don't play jungle. I like being good at 50-50 smites, especially because some supports I like taking Spellbook, and it's not as good anymore because of the smite, like how smite works now. It's not as easy to smite steal with Spellbook anymore, but that was an. What was he? Where was he trying to hex flash there? Was he trying to hex flash over the wall? You don't think you can ever make that? That was a really awkward team fight from KT. Tolan should get that, yeah. That's kind of in like from KT. That was a very weird and a very awkward fight. Are they gonna show a replay of it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, getting caught there. And then Rebel just hex flashing in a really weird spot didn't help either. And oh no, wait, what? Did I see that right? Okay, it didn't kill Kindred there, but look, he knocks the volley bear into Kindred. Oh, it's so weird how Rebel one day can make me think he's the best support in challengers, and the next day reminds me that's not the case. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's LCK ready. This is the time he's LCK ready. I mean, everybody misplays though. I shouldn't hold it too much against him. That was just a really funny misplay. It didn't really hurt his team either. If anything, it kind of helped because it forced the Volibear ultimate out. But still, very funny that he just knocks Volibear into a dying teammate. Were you still coaching when Boyo was playing support? I don't think so. I think Boyo switched to support after I left. Last time I remember, he still no he did no he did switch to support. No I'm misremembering. He hooked a Skarner on top of me, and I got ulted and died. I've done worse. I was long time ago. I was playing in like a tournament with Prize Pool, and we were in the semifinals, and they had a Fed AP Amumu, and I was trying to hook their Vayne, and I whiffed the hook so bad, and I hooked the Mumu into our entire fight. And he ults, and we all just die. And I felt so bad for the longest time. But to be fair, it was just a funny moment. We were getting hard stomped that game anyway. We're probably gonna lose regardless of what I did. and that's why nobody really cared. But I felt so bad, and we all joked about it for months. Anytime I played Blitzcrank, they'd be like, "All right, remember, don't hook the Amumu into us this time." But yeah, that is what that Alistair W feels like, something like that. And that's why I feel like support's the most broken role. Like you can play for the other team so easily. Oh my, wait, what? How did he get? That was that was so good of a Shurima shuffle. The spectator client couldn't keep up. That was nice. That was really clean. I was confused. He like started jittering across the screen, and all of a sudden the zero was there. Yeah, nice pick there. This is yeah. That Shurima shuffle was so good. Takeoff LCS coach win. When Hanwha Life, excuse me, voice crack, Jesus. When Hanwha Life win Worlds, that's when I'll coach an LCS team. Actually, not even Hanwha Life. When Afrika wins Worlds, that's when I'll coach an LCS team. I shouldn't say that because Hanwha Life one day might actually use all their money for good and actually buy a good roster. Let's slow this one down because it's looking like a fight. Also, I just realized KT is doing what I said they should do, keep doing yesterday, which is keep putting mask on tanks so we can't int. If you put mask on a tank, he can't die. Therefore, he can't throw the game. Nice, really good fight by KT there. It's it's very little progress, but if you keep making plays like that and you keep playing safe, eventually you will catch up. It's what is it that one coach said, Leon? How do we win here? Is that what was the quote? Do you remember? I don't remember the quote. Oh, what was it? I thought it was the funniest. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. How his team is just getting like giga stomped, and then he's just like, "All right, guys, so how do we win here?" The answer is we win next. We scale in the next game. You don't remember? You know what I'm talking about, though, right? It's see. I wish that Invincible was made when that happened, because the meme where it's like, "That's the neat part." You don't. That's perfect for that situation. That's the neat part. You don't. You don't win here. KT can definitely win here. This is very winnable, especially if they keep getting picked like this, right? I don't know. So I get that you want to ult that way because like you see this and you think that way safer, right? But I don't know how I feel about them just leaving Trigger to get picked. Also, was Rakan banned this draft? Oh no, they just picked the Nautilus first. Oh, whoa, what is this? They were dooming in comms, and then the coach asked, "All right, what do we do?" Yeah, good times. Wait, sorry. Somebody, I rewinded to watch it, and then right when I did, somebody texted me, and I had to respond really quickly. Let me watch. I haven't played comp in 2 years. I miss it so much. What happened to Giga? Uh, so masks start. Mm, they're like kind of getting picks here, but they're also getting counter engaged really well. Uh, was there a threat to mask? Oh yeah, the Gnar. Duh. I mean, 2 for 2 is not bad, but not good. I think it's like a tiny bit good for KT because it like the more they can delay this game, the better, right? They want to scale with the Kindred and the Ornn. So we run two D4 D1 teams. I don't play anymore. I manage one of the teams. No gold teams, brother. Hmm. The Gwyn getting the shutdown there is very big. Tell them to run a gold team or a silver team. You know what, Leon? We need to run an iron team. We'll coach it together. We'll run Giga Iron. We'll call it Giga. We'll call it Giga Plastic. Or like Giga Brown. I'm so close to plat. You can do it, I believe. Just play Zeri, find a good Yumi duo. I've never seen that lane lose, even though I don't like Zeri. I think it's like I've said it before. I think Zeri is a lot more annoying than she is strong, but because she's so annoying, it can be really cheesy, especially with the Yumi. Like you, what are you gonna do with the ulting Zeri that just keeps getting zoomies? You can't catch her. I think there's less Iron players than there are NA Challenger players. I'm uh I'm currently tanking an account to Iron. I actually found a really efficient way to do it without griefing too. See, what you do is you queue up, right? I queue up jungle. I turbo smurf for a little bit, get a little carry going, and then when I'm super fed and it's like 30 minutes into the game and there's like no possible way we can lose, I AFK for like 6 minutes, just enough to proc the AFK thing, and then I come back, carry a little bit longer, we win the game. My team gets LP, I lose LP, everybody's happy. The problem is though, I think winning even after getting the like losing quote unquote, I think it still like raises your MMR. So once I get to iron, I'm gonna have like silver MMR. I've been spamming fresh accounts to get out of to get my girlfriend out of runs, but I think that's gold one now. It's plus 25 -5. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't lose enough LP. Like I had to restart because I was doing it on one account, and I lost like 20 games to get from bronze 1 to bronze 4. And then I accidentally won one game, and then I was promoted to bronze 2 instantly, and I was like, I'm not playing 20 games again. I'm just starting over. They make it so difficult to tank accounts now. I think that's why it's so easy to get gold. You can get gold on like a 30% win rate. It's insane. Mm, ooh, this is really bad for KT. No! Oh! What? Rebel, stop doing that. You keep knocking people into kill range. Oh, Castle, though. Oh. And Mask. Oh my. See, this is what I'm talking about. I have no idea why Gwen was just suddenly dropped out of priority. The champion's still giga busted. Okay, well, I mean, you died, but like, KT still in this fight. Right? There's no way. Noah, just go E over the wall. Do you have E? There you go. KT winning that fight is huge. And they get the dragon as well. Well, actually, I don't. I don't. Realistically, there's no reason why. Actually, he could be able to stop them. Cloud's gonna get Mask low enough. Just go. Go, 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 go. They're both gonna be low. You have full health. Just wait for the Cloud to do enough. Alright, no. Well, actually, no. Mask is still too tanky. He was thinking the same thing I was, and then I realized Mask is just too tanky. Even with Cloud, with the percent, with the current percent, it's not getting him low enough for the Nautilus to kill. And then now they're just kind of venting. My main account is plus 14, minus 16. Oh, that feels so bad. My Smurf that ended up becoming my main because it got a higher rank than my main is like, I think it's plus 23 and then minus 11. I have really good gain on it. That's why I've been playing ranked on it more. My main account's LP gain is pretty horrible, even though I always have good win rates. Yeah, now they have Baron. That is really bad. T1 might have thrown. And no, they didn't. They didn't throw. They lost to Gwen. Like, I don't know why this champion fell out of priority. Like, only the changes that they're about to make to her now are like justify her falling out of priority. Like, no champion that does that much true damage should fall out of priority. And she has so many good matchups. Like, she has some bad matchups, but she doesn't have any like hard counter matchups, right? Like, the worst matchup I can think for her would be like a good Kled player. You know, even then, the Gwen's gonna outscale the Kled. There's no true bad matchup for Gwen. All her bad matchups get outscaled. Like, I think Fiora's decent into her actually. Fiora skills pretty well. Maybe Fiora should be the response to Gwen. Or Jack, the thing is, Jax sounds good, but Jax can't jump on top of her unless he has a ward. You know what, Leon? Once you get to plat, we're gonna make an iron team. We're gonna do that iron team idea. We're gonna boot camp in Korea and play against LCK challenger teams. Let's see how long we last. I wonder actually how long it would take for the worst like the worst NA team to beat a team of like all iron players. Let me rewind this. Even faster than lasers. Jesus. Uh, God, those meat shields, Jesus. They tanked so much and didn't die. Just don't give Speaker kills and you win that game. uh, probably. Hold on. Back. Look at this castle flank. And ended up working out. Actually, Toland kind of griefed himself by ulting the. I mean, like he has to ult the Gwen away, but like he made it to where he couldn't do anything about the Gwen killing his team because of where she ended up landing. It was very tragic. Yeah, Castle is winning this game with the pick alone. Oh, and now they're pushing. This is not good. Honestly, I think I could lane Kingdom tactical. I was telling people tactical only like tactical was good, but the fact that he had Core JJ helped a lot. I didn't think he would be this bad after leaving Core JJ. I still thought he would be one of the best ADCs, but he is not playing well at all. Now I'm just under the belief that Core JJ makes every ADC look 10 times better than they actually are. But hey, what I tell you about my boy FBI? I haven't spoken to you actually since 100 Thieves won LCS. What I tell you about my boy FBI? He's been the best ADC in North America. Double lift who? That guy gets paid to int on stage. I mean, listen, nothing is worse than Juhan getting paid to be on a team again. I don't understand it. That guy entered like 4 splits in a row, and then DRX was like, "We need this man immediately. Sign him." They somehow, some way figured out a way to downgrade from Piosic, and I mean nothing you could do that time because it was a TP flank. But I'm telling you, being that far, no vision, you don't know where they are. It's never a good idea. I don't know how T1 can go from one game where they play extremely safe to the point where it's boring to now they're just like sending it in the side lanes. Like look at Photon top, right? Like he has that one control ward, but realistically, they could be recalling right now to go kill him and he would have no idea. But they're not. Now they're pushing. And they're targeting the tower. They have Baron buff. They're going to end the game. Recall. Please. I beg you. Oh, they're gonna get dove. No, they're not. I thought they were. I feel like they could have dove there. They have Ornal. Oh, they are diving. They just took the long way to get the good flank. They took their time sending that one up. I mean, KT just they're voluntarily base racing. Just end the game. I mean, it's gonna be hard though because Azir is so good at anti siege, and so was Zaya. I don't know. It's still worth it for KT. 2 inhibs for 1. Aren't these games are Huhi gap? Yeah, Huhi finally found his role with support. Imagine FBI with Core JJ. That would be such a sick bot lane. I just want an NA team to just build like C9 had the right-ish idea until they dropped LS. Jesus Christ. But I just want to see an NA team build a super team with like the best players at every role. And I just because I want to see how well they would do. That would be such a big question mark. Like if you had the best possible NA team, how far could they go? Players who role swap to support. Yeah, I mean, I used to main mid. I got washed. I role swapped to support. No longer washed. Well, I'm still washed, but less washed. Look at all of this. Mask is still not dead. It took so long to kill him. How? But he still somehow, some way, found a way to ent on Ornn. Found a way to do it. I did not think it was possible. It took him 33 minutes, but he found a way to do it. Was not supposed to be 2020 Team Liquid. Yeah, it was supposed to be 2020. That was supposed to be like the NA savior team. You're right. I didn't think so, but other people thought so. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking, but if you do, I'm sorry. Who would you even put on that roster now? Uh, if I could make like if I had an unlimited budget to make whatever team I wanted to, I'd probably have. Well, I have to look because of import restrictions. I don't remember who's an import, who's not. But if like those weren't in consideration, like someday top, but like who would you put jungle? It's not the NA jungle pool is not very good. Now that I think about it, and I feel like that's why the team wouldn't do well. I mean, if you exclude imports, then I mean, just basically EG. They have like the best NA talent, like from NA talent. Yeah, but like that's the thing, like if Spica's gonna be your jungle, there's no way you make it past quarterfinals in Worlds. He gets jungle gapped by anybody that's gonna make it to that stage. And like it's been shown that that's the most important role in professional play for like the past 4 years. Oh, that was actually kind of a sick engage by Mask. I think. Wow, they are winning this fight. Actually, maybe because of that, I feel like that caught them really off guard. Look at that. Oh, and the Azir has no chance to play, and their team fighting is so weak now without him. Oh no. Oh, Noah, my god. In the back. That was such a good team fight from KT. See, that's what I'm talking about. They team fight, like as a unit, they team fight really well. The problem is they just usually end before they have a chance to actually team fight. Oh, they're just delaying so he doesn't recall. Nice. Wow, so that's GG. Right? Right? Yeah, that's GG. I mean, the Kindred worked. She just didn't chase stacks early and then scaled off of Ornn. Uh, the thing about Ornn comps is they're a ticking time bomb, and also the Gwen was huge too. I feel like it was just draft gap. Like the draft from KT, even though I'm iffy about the Kindred pick, like the Ornn, I'm telling you, putting Mask on tanks is a genius. He can't end the game away if you put him on tanks. You put Mask on tanks, draft Gwen because nobody else is for some reason. You win every game if you're KT. Every game. There's no way you can lose if those two things are happening. It's good stuff. All right.